Sand Run Metro Park in Akron is the oldest and most visited location in the Summit Metro Park system. Established in 1929 with land from the Cyberling family's Stan Hewitt estate, it has a long and rich local history. Many generations of Summit County residents have created countless memories in Sand Run, from field trips to family reunions, from weddings to weekend hikes. One of the unique pleasures of living in this community is the simple joy of driving along Sand Run Parkway to soak up a particularly beautiful day. At nearly 1,000 acres, the park also features hiking trails, rentable lodges, picnic areas, and an extremely popular jogging trail. In an average year, Sand Run Metro Park welcomes more than 2 million visits. But the park needs our help, and we have some exciting updates in the works.
As we celebrate our 100th anniversary and lay the groundwork for the next century in Summit Metro Parks, it's time to invest back in this well-loved park that has meant so much to our community. With more than $4 million in state and federal grants recently awarded to Summit Metro Parks, we are excited to embark on some critical work right here in Sand Run. We know construction can be disruptive, and we appreciate your support and your patience as we make these critical changes.
All parks eventually require periodic maintenance and repair. But in addition to the effects of aging infrastructure and heavy usage, Sand Run Metro Park's roads, trails, and namesake stream are facing two other significant challenges that may be less obvious to park users. Because Sand Run is located in an area that later became highly developed with homes, shopping centers, and roads, stormwater runoff has created significant erosion in the park and destabilized the banks of Sand Run stream. Also, over the decades, infrastructure such as roads, culverts, and pipelines have been built within the park as the surrounding communities were developed, creating migration barriers that make it extremely difficult for fish to travel freely throughout the park.
Urbanization in the surrounding Sand Run watershed has reached a point where nature finally needs some help. Fortunately, Metro Parks has been lucky enough to receive funding from the Clean Ohio Conservation Fund as well as FEMA, totaling over $4.6 million. We plan to use that money to install in-stream habitat and address some of the bank erosion we've seen over the years. This money will be used to restore water quality for fish and aquatic wildlife, and really whatever restores the quality of habitat for fish and aquatic wildlife is good for people too.
The improvements planned by the Park District will not only restore habitat and protect wildlife, they will also protect park infrastructure. That includes the public roads, trails, bridges, and buildings that make up Sand Run. In order to complete these critical improvements, project construction is broken into two major phases, resulting in rolling road and trail closures over a 2 to 3 year period. The work includes repairing a pedestrian bridge, restoring stream conditions, controlling erosion, and improving wildlife habitat in the park. Most noticeable to park visitors is the removal of two major fish migration barriers, the waterfalls near Mingo Lodge and near the service center.
We're always listening to feedback from our park users, and one thing that's being asked for is more connections to trails. We have a great opportunity. The portion of Sand Run between Portage Path and Merriman Road is currently closed to cars because there's a culvert underneath the road that is failing. So while that's closed, we're taking the opportunity to prototype a new pedestrian trail that would allow the jogging trail to be extended all the way to Big Bend. So how does that happen? We are prototyping the roadway right now to see, is this something that works for pedestrians? So if this works out and the public views this as a great amenity, then we'll move forward into a different stage that will allow that trail to become permanent. But as we prototype it, we're allowing people to use the road. We welcome you to come out and use it. Then you can also continue on the Valley Link Trail and then connect to the towpath. So now you can go north on the towpath, south on the towpath, and then ultimately across the Cuyahoga River to our new Valley View area of the Cascade Valley Metro Park. We look forward to seeing you on the trails.
Thank you for taking a few moments to learn more about the restoration and protection of Sand Run Metro Park. We look forward to continuing to serve the Summit County community into our next century. Summit Metro Parks, your backyard for 100 years.